Good morning! Welcome to my one-step morning routine because I am very late. And I also have to paint my nails last minute before I go. Anyway.
Do you live in New Jersey?
Were you rolling around in New Jersey?
If you don't, first of all, congratulations. But also, let me update you on the situation right now. The NJ Transit has decided to strike, which means we have no trains going to New York. Also, the New York airport has been a complete mess. All the planes has been either delayed or canceled. So now not only the living conditions in New Jersey itself is already pretty questionable, there is also an invisible force trying to trap me inside. So what better time than now to So I was thinking, what better time than now to start looking for some apartments in New York? And disclaimer, I am 25 years old and also unemployed. So by no means I have the financial ability to purchase or rent an apartment by myself. However, I do have a huge advantage because my realtor is my mom. So it's kind of like I know the sales associate at this luxury brand that I totally cannot afford, but I can at least try on. So today I am in a rush right now to head to New York and to tour some apartments. See, like not only I don't have the ability to afford an apartment, I don't even have the ability to wake up 20 minutes earlier and manage my time reasonably. Fun fact, half of the times I wear glasses, actually all of the times I wear glasses in front of a camera is not because I cannot see. These are plastic circular pieces. It's just to cover up my insane dark circles because oh no, they are bad. Okay, how do I look? Do I look put together, ready? Independent adult with purchasing abilities? Okay, let's go. I can't even press the turn off button because it might mess up my nails.
But yeah, it's a good building.
Apartment number 1. Now this one does have a current tenant in it. Is that his roommate? Roommate number 1? Roommate number 2? Mind you, this is a guy who pays $5,000 a month for this apartment. Oh, those are some coffee stains. Nasty, but familiar, but nasty. Now we are moving on to the bathroom. Is that a scrub daddy? Why are men always so creative with their personal hygiene? Please, chat. Can you tell me, is this how men take showers?
And you're also close-ish to Penn Station.
Penn Station. Gotta be close to your second home and your personal hell. This apartment comes with 2 rare commodities in New York City, which is a big closet space and a balcony. However, no in-unit laundry. Alright, that was the first apartment. It's a pretty nice 1-bedroom. However, it doesn't have an in-unit laundry. This blows my mind about a lot of the New York apartments because you have these 1-bedrooms going over $1 million, but you're telling me that I have to use the communal washer and dryer for the rest of my life? That's kind of a deal breaker for me. Can you imagine me at 80 years old having to take the elevator with my laundry bag like a college student and then put in some coins just to use the washer and dryer? Now, apartment number 2. Keep in mind, well, it's never a good sign when something starts with keep in mind, but exactly. It comes with some vintage mold if you're into that, because this one is very old. But in its defense, it's also very cheap. So moving on to the bathroom, don't look too closely at it. Yeah. I immediately started mentally imagining how one would clean that and got really stressed out. The rooms look okay. They also come with gaps in the wooden floor for the archaeologists. It is currently 11:45. 1969. However, it comes with a washer and dryer. Now everything has been excused. This is officially the best apartment so far. If anyone's gonna buy this, they would have to do a pretty thorough renovation. And that costs a lot of time and energy and money as well, obviously. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, there are just so much more at stake when you're buying compared to when you're renting. Because when you're renting, you're like, I'm just gonna be close to work. I can use the basement laundry room for a year, or I'll just ignore the mold that is on the wall for like 10 plus years. But when you are buying, all of those are your problems. You actually have to deal with that mold, or else it's gonna be there for the rest of your life, growing up with your children and pets. So yeah, a lot to think about here. I was walking around Soho. Now, Soho prides itself as the most popular, young, hip, artsy area in New York to shop in. However, I noticed a problem that there is almost zero store where you can just casually go in, grab a coffee and a croissant. Unless it's disguised as a clothing store that also sells record players or something like that. And at the same time, you have these stores or mysterious holes in the walls that look like misty attics with 50 people lined up outside. God forbid a girl wants her coffee. Soho decided that it's too cool for Starbucks and I have to starve. So after like 30 minutes of walking in complete dehydration, I got into the first coffee store I saw on Broadway, and it's Gregory's. Gregory's. How come they don't have the original one that I always use?
Customer service needed in the
What
average
is
department.
this? Also, if this is an urgent requirement, by the time this comes, I would have already died. I probably wouldn't have died. I probably would have fainted a little bit. Oh my gosh, I just found out that there's a shortage of my painkiller. What do I do? They halted production because of inconsistencies in how we transfer and weigh ingredients. But drugstores won't be able to restock once they run out of their current supply, which they have. I have been to 2 Walgreens and 1 Target for this, and none of them carry the original one anymore. Oh, what do I do? Wait, Mama. I'm back in Penn Station. This is so devastating because the Exogen pills are the only ones that work well for my period cramps. I think I should be concerned for the ones that I have already taken, but I'm not. I just want them back. It is currently 1 a.m. I know it's late. I'm getting ready for bed, okay? I'm still so upset that they stopped producing my painkillers. Does that mean I actually have to take care of my body now? Because then I will actually suffer? That's just ridiculous. Other than that horrible news, I really enjoyed my day. Touring apartments is very fun because I feel like it's like I'm being temporarily allowed onto this piece of land that I shouldn't be on. So I think I'm going to look for more apartments next week. Also, I tried out the side part today because the other day I was walking under the sun without a hat on with my usual middle part, and that I ended up with this horrendous tan line that was red and brown and wide in the center of my head, and then I got really scared that I was gonna bald from the sunlight. So
side part it is.